Now, this year, somebody somewhere, this has got to have started in a pub, somebody somewhere decided that they were going to do all the railway stations in Lancashire in the space of 24 hours. They were going to call it them all. Dave Chandler was his man. He was the man who did it. Alongside him was BBC Radio Lancashire's Mike Stevens.
So it's 5:30, it's Friday morning, and we have just left Colne. A couple of delays this morning, but we think we've anticipated them already, don't we, Dave?
Yeah, we originally intended to get the 6:20, which we found was cancelled because the train couldn't get through from Blackpool. So we're on the earlier train, which we think we can pick up the connection to Blackpool South at Preston, which will get us Solwick Station, which is an important one because there's very few trains stop there.
It's a good job you spotted that this train was cancelled this morning. You woke me up by banging on the wall we were in adjacent hotel rooms. You woke me up by banging on the wall and told me we had to get this train because if we didn't, then the whole thing would have been jeopardised.
I had a timetable to hand and I set my alarm for 4:40 to check that the train was leaving Blackpool to come to Colne, and it said cancelled. So my heart skipped a beat. Then I realised that the earlier train was running. That gives us the option to catch the Solwick service, I hope.
Well, it's just gone 11:45. We are on the 11:44 service from Wennington. We've just gone through the Wennington Tunnel, and I've got a guest with me. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Oh, I'm Richard Rollins. I'm co-chairman of the Lancaster and Skipton Rail User Group. We try and represent passengers' interests on the line and make improvements where passengers feel they need them.
And why is it so important that groups like yourselves exist to look after smaller, slightly less used lines like this line we're on now?
Well, I think there's a danger of some of these smaller lines shutting if we don't increase the passenger numbers. And that's not helped if the rail service isn't very good. We've had 5 trains a day on this line in each direction for a number of years, and now we've got an agreement with the new Northern franchise holder to increase that to 7 or 8 trains a day, which will make it a lot easier for people to visit the areas on the line and for the people in the villages and towns to get into the towns and cities.
And as well as people who maybe commute on the line, it's also a really beautiful line for people to come and visit and see some of the great Lancashire countryside.
That's right, and in fact, together with Community Rail Partnership, we've produced a series of walks leaflets which are available at the stations on the line, and each walk goes from one station to another so people can get into the countryside by train, have a nice walk and get back by train without using the car at all.
So it's just gone 1 o'clock. We've arrived here at Heysham Port. We've arrived the same time as the ferry. The train's designed to coincide with the ferry. And we've got a little bit of a welcoming party. We've got David Morris MP.
Hello there, how are you?
I'm all right. How do you think we're doing so far?
I think you're doing very well. I think I've just been listening. 62 stations in 24 hours. I think we're going to get David to sort out our trains and keep them on time.
He could be the new rail minister, couldn't he?
I think he'd be very good. Where are you up to, David?
Sorry,
Where are you up to?
37.
Number 37 out of 62. Been going since 4 o'clock this morning. That in itself has got to be a record.
And it's all for a good cause as well, isn't it?
It's all for a good cause, for the hospice. You know, everybody, please sign up, help David, help the hospice, help everybody in this area, because the hospice is pivotal to our community, and we've got to support it, and we've got to make sure that it's functioning properly and everyone's looked after for the future generations to come.
Well, we're also joined by Helen Suter, who's from St John's Hospice. Hello.
Hello, lovely to see you.
You've brought us lots of treats, haven't you?
I did. The hospice have supplied some munchies in flapjack and water and jelly tots.
That will keep us fueled, I think.
It will. It'll definitely keep you fueled.
David's doing this 62 stations, 24 hours. It's a logistical nightmare. We're all absolutely shattered, but it really is all for a good cause.
It is indeed. Where would we be without people like David? This is probably one of the most wacky and imaginative challenges we've ever heard of, and David's done things for us before very similar, but this is amazing, and how he put it together, he must have a brain of a mathematician to get the timings right and the logistical issues right. Fortunately, the train services are running on time for him, so touch wood, it all should work out, but honestly, we would not be here and our doors would not be open without people like David doing fantastic things every day for us and having lots of fun along the way.
It was just great, wasn't it? And when they got back, they talked to Nish. Well, at least Mike did.
Many, many, many congratulations. You did it within 24 hours.
Oh, we did it.
We did. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I feel absolutely exhausted though, and I'm not quite sure how I got roped into doing this in the first place.
Dave, you look really fresh compared to Mike.
That's
No,
very
seriously,
kind
you
of you to
do.
say. I was actually up. I was up at 4:40 yesterday morning, and this morning we've spent the night. I should just point out we've spent the night sleeping at Preston Station. Sleeping there. Well, we were given refuge at Preston Station. We arrived there at 20 past midnight last night on the last train, and they kindly agreed to give us some shelter, and we were allowed to go into a room, and they were lovely. The staff there were so kind, and just said, "There's a room. Right, see you in the morning." And I managed to get about half an hour's sleep. Mike was sleeping like a baby.
He just drops off anywhere.
Yeah, he had his sleeping bag with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's had a few hours sleep, but yeah, it is exhausting. People who say when I was asking for people to sponsor me and so on, and they say, "Oh, it's not much of a challenge sitting on a train, even if it's for all that time." It is exhausting. I tell you, it is tiring.
Did you anticipate it being such a challenge, such really hard?
Well, the guy who put the route together for me, who works in the railway business, he emailed it, and the comment with it was, "Good luck, you're going to need it because you haven't got a hope."